The Formal Gamer, podcast for those with exquisite taste.
Welcome to Season 8 of the Formal Gamer podcast. Fickle the Bard, Burnham the Monk, and Methuselah the Magic User begin their quest in chains, but end up in the middle of a conflict they don't truly understand. Malevolent magical forces are at work in the town of Dulasar, with defiant Dragonborn, guarded gnolls, and cunning kobolds fighting for supremacy. Will our three heroes be able to escape and discover why their life seems to be draining away? Especially as their own demons seem to be getting in the way of their progress. Sometimes literally.
Hi guys, and welcome to episode 22 of season 8 of the Formal Gamer podcast. I think I called last week's episode 22 as well in the intro. Yeah, I think I did. As always, you can find us on Facebook, Twitter, our website. You can also meet us at Dragonmeet if you come down, which is in London next week. Maybe next week. I think next week. I'm very bad at dates. Yeah, let's say next week, next Saturday. You can also look at our new t-shirt store at Threadless, at formalgamer.threadless.com. And thank you to all the people who have sent lovely messages on Facebook and Twitter. There's been some real nice ones sent to the sort of inbox now. If you don't want people to read it, you can just inbox us a message off the Facebook or the Twitter. And we love each and every one. We share them in our little WhatsApp group just to coo over them and be excited. It really does make recording it a lot more fun when we know you guys are enjoying it. But more important than us stroking our own egos is that you enjoy the episode.
Hello and welcome to another episode of the Formal Gamer podcast.
Woo!
Right, we left on a little...
Sorry, we're not applauding because we're all a bit concerned at the moment.
Yeah.
It's a bit tense.
It is a bit tense because we left it on a little bit of a cliffhanger last week. Not really, but a little bit.
No.
I kind of feel like we should probably do a little bit of a recap.
How did we get here?
What's been
Well,
happening?
no, we don't need to go that far back. I mean, like, it's all
I
recorded.
can't remember.
I think we should name all the children.
Yeah, well, seeming as they're from your village, how about that, Robin?
I meant all the animal children.
I would like to
Trying to get on the DM's good side.
I would like to name each of those rock children. I think that's an important thing.
And we can do that on the Patreon section of this podcast. No, let's not do that. So, the party had split about halfway through the last episode. Aruk, the new joiner to the crew, had found the 4 missing orc children that you had journeyed so far from the mountain tribes to find. You had decided that that was your sole purpose, and now that you'd found them, well, fuck these guys, I'm going.
2-pack?
2-part. So is the children also the person who stole them? But primarily the children.
But primarily the children. Once you found them, you cast sleep on them and decided that you wish to vacate this
Why did he
this
cast
place.
sleep?
Because I was struggling with interacting with the children.
They wouldn't come willingly.
They were stubborn, weren't they?
I'm an orc. I get angry.
So are they. They're all well stubborn.
Yeah. Well, they got a little less angry.
But they're not really orcish because they haven't been brought up. Oh, yeah, they have.
Oh, they were.
Well, we're
Well-
talking nature versus nurture, aren't we? It's
Yeah.
Well, that's the
discussion.
debate I'm glad that we've got into so early.
Are you?
I think this episode should just be a philosophical debate about the nature of orcs.
Let's bring it right down.
Well, you had gone off, and Burnham, as the Burnham in the in the area, had seen an opportunity here and had sent Tully off with him to
do the right thing. Yes, to do the right thing and safeguard the children. Oh, bring them up in the correct manner. Ministerial. Oh, indeed.
and
I like the fact that we've made up the word ministerial. I mean, I like this.
That's got to be a word.
It is now monasterial, to be like a monastery.
I don't see why there's an issue with that.
No, I'm in favour.
Anyway, so yes, you had gone off. The rest of the crew, you had moved off quite quickly, straight down to the lowest level of this temple. You had gone down a set of twisting stairs.
Yep.
There had been a little bit of a battle. Aruk, hold your ears.
Oh, sorry. I was just going to say monasterial is a word.
Hey! But what does it mean?
We can't hear you. He's holding his ears.
To be like a monastery. Anyway, so there had been a little bit of a fight on the stairs, and you had rather efficiently killed another orc on the stairs
With a super kick.
on your way down.
Super kick party.
Yeah, on your way down to the lower bowels of this temple. Aruk, you're okay now.
Problem is,
You see, closing your eyes means that we can't tell you when to take your ears out.
That's right, can tap me.
Well, yep, okay, thanks for that.
You forget that Robin can read lips very effectively.
I'm very monasterial.
Anyway, you had gone down to this basement and you had set upon the kobolds that you had found there. They were in the image of Moongrak, the person who you saw at the very start of the campaign in the Dragonborn town of Dulasar. He had put them under a spell and stolen the life force of all persons present. You had managed to get to the very outskirts of this spell and had some of your life force taken. As the time has progressed, you have been losing a health point every night since that date. And you're now here with the intention to get back your life force. You had interrupted what you believed to be a ceremony.
Yes, and the reason we went downstairs is because we knew the ceremony involved Moongrak ascending up through the temple. So I thought if we could...
Must go on.
Yeah.
Exactly. So if we could smash the source of that power, maybe he would just drop out the sky. But given there's now 6 of him...
The best laid plans of mice and men obviously go awry.
Well, this is the... Yeah, so you had done your... what's it called? The spell? Were you touch them?
Yes. My touchy...
Mind's
my
eye?
gaze of 2 minds.
Gaze of 2 minds. And you had seen
6 or 7 in this case.
6 perspectives, 5 down where you were, and 1 falling very rapidly from what seemed to be the top of the temple through the well-like structure.
That's going to be an interesting moment when that one arrives.
Yeah.
I'm guessing he's fucked as he's falling down this well at a rapid speed.
Well, isn't he descending? Was he falling?
He seemed to be falling.
Because we'd knocked the crystal over.
Oh, right. Yeah, we did, didn't we?
So it seemed that because Fickle knocked the crystal over, so that seemed to cause that one to fall rapidly.
Because the crystal was the light source shining up magically.
It was like focusing lights, wasn't it? Like,
I'm still going after that crystal.
Yeah.
well, I'm about to double foot stomp it.
Well, yes.
Well, have you got bare feet? Because be careful.
Obviously.
He has got bare feet.
Oh,
So
wow.
Burnham had jumped and was going to double foot stomp the crystal. Everyone hands over ears apart from Julius, please.
Oh, fuck.
Including you, Aruk, yes.
Can I do a hands over ears for me in a minute as well?
Okay, yes.
It's Methuselah, hello!
Methuselah.
I'm in a fight, what do you want?
You had also had a little briefing, shall we say, with Nea,
bloody Nea.
your god.
Yes, maybe not anymore.
Your sorceress god, your source of all of your power.
The tricksy shit.
And he had revealed to you that Moongrak was also a follower of his.
Yes.
And that he only had so much power to give, and to his amusement had decided to pit you against Moongrak.
Disciple versus disciple.
Yes. How did you feel about that, Methuselah?
I thought this is shitty even for Nea, who's a tricksy god. And quite frankly, it's making me reflect on the deal I made with him.
But at the end,
Was it worth it? All my dreams I thought I would get. But instead I'm in this horror, this nightmare, competing with this crocodile-faced shit of a kobold.
and it's on.
It is on, yes.
Yeah.
I have a resolve to kick this Moongrak's arse.
Right. Okay. Everyone back in the room? Okay. So we said at the
You
end...
want your one now, Fickle?
No, well,
Yeah, I do.
right,
I
okay.
didn't get them out of the way.
Okay, yep, everyone, fingers in ears again.
Close your eyes.
Don't worry.
Okay.
So, Fickle, actually, no, this isn't an appropriate time. You feel...
Jules, get your... Jules did loomed on me.
He loomed.
Yeah.
Right, yes, in the shadowy sense rather than the...
Sexual?
Well, no, that wasn't what I was going for.
Okay.
But yeah, okay,
Yeah,
yeah.
okay.
Anyway, this might be a good time to say that since you've had little Sita, the half-elf, on your back, you have found that you feel a little bit different. It's not to say that you've regained the health points that you've lost or anything like that, but you kind of feel...
Jules is breathing extremely heavily.
I mean, like, don't ruin it at all. Make this
I
longer.
can't hear what you're saying.
Make this longer than it needs to be. You perhaps feel that were you to try something that wasn't successful, you might be able to call on some luck to help you on your way. And you now think that with Sita on your back, you can give yourself the lucky feat.
Okay. Oh my goodness.
Having some nascent magic within her, something from her parentage, and this might be to do with why you think Moongrak has stolen her in particular to be, well, for whatever purpose he has stolen all these children for.
Oh, poor girl. Well,
okay.
Yes, well, we'll be lucky together. Thank you, DM.
Should she be so inclined, obviously.
Here's my secret thing that I want to say.
Right.
Like, obviously, I'm terrified that Burnham's going to steal all the children.
Right.
So if this happens...
I think that ship sailed.
Well, yeah, but if I can see any of them that he's continuing to try and steal, I'm going to message them and say, you might go to a really weird place, but if you ever need help, just remember that this lovely married couple are available and just run away and we'll try and help you.
Okay. We will deal with that as and when it occurs then.
Yeah, but can we deal with it so it's secret?
Okay. We'll
Don't say like, oh yeah, is there anything, do you know what I mean?
Okay. We'll have to reference it, but we will deal with it as and when it occurs.
Not that I even really trust that they're not listening right now.
Okay, well, I don't think they are. Definitely, no. They look pretty out. We left it with Burnham doing a double foot stomp, barefooted, onto a crystal as
When's
Tully...
my secret meeting?
Well, you and Tully have your own secret meetings all the time.
Also, as the moral centre of this group, I wear my heart on my sleeve. I have no plots. Magnum.
So,
Burnham,
I think we need to roll for some attacking / perhaps
Stamping
damaging.
Stammaging.
Yeah. Robin, can you look up that word as well?
Stammaging.
No, seriously, look it up.
17 plus my
17.
stamping power of +5.
Okay.
Assuming unarmed strike is stamping power.
Okay, yep.
And my damage would be 1d4 plus 3. Is that...
Roll it.
Yeah. 2 plus 3, 5 stamping damaged. I'm hoping the crystal doesn't have that many hit points.
Okay. You take 2 damage.
Okay. That's not what I wanted. In many ways, it's the opposite of what I wanted.
So nothing happened to the crystal?
Just twist my ankle when I jump on it.
You jumped in it and it seems to stab you in the foot. Almost as if you're jumping on a really rock-hard crystal.
He's got rock-hard feet, though.
Yeah,
He's a callous feet.
I've kicked apple trees hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of times.
Thousands.
Thousands.
Roll your insights, please, Burnham.
Oh, this isn't going.
Do you have a surname?
No, not anymore. 4.
4. Okay, no, you can't work out why this hasn't worked.
Oh, I do. It's Bothquim. I have got a surname.
All right.
I just don't think I've said it for like 10 episodes.
Oh, is Bothquim...
a title?
No, Bothquim is to separate me from other Burnhams.
Ah, you are the Burnham Bothquim.
I am Burnham. Which Burnham? Oh, Burnham Bothquim.
Right, okay, gotcha. Yeah, well, you still take 2 damage, and you don't know why.
If only your surname would be different.
Yeah.
If only I'd been Burnham knows what crystal does.
And at this point, as we discussed last episode, Tully...
How big's the crystal again?
You think about, when you put both your hands together in almost like a oversized fist.
As a minor action, can I just pick it up?
Yes.
Okay, I try and pick it up.
You can pick it up.
Okay.
Yes. It feels heavier than it looks.
Eat it. Eat it.
My feet can't break it. I'm not sure my teeth can.
Yeah. It feels a lot heavier than it actually looks. So, yeah, it looks about the size of a really big fist. And it is glowing and pulsing and is incredibly bright. So it's already a bit smoky in here because one of the Moongraks set off a smoke grenade there. But you can feel almost a heat and a incredible from the light itself, which you can notice is getting brighter.
And it's coming from the crystal?
It is getting from the crystal. It's coming from the crystal, yes.
Okay.
Right, I think because Tully has burst in and has shouted, Burnham, they're upstairs, we are unfortunately going to have to leave Methuselah, Fickle, and Burnham where they are and return to the story of Aruk as he runs up the stairs.
Aruk, the childminder.
As he
That's
now
fantastic.
as he now wants to be called.
Listen as he changes nappies and reassures people there are no monsters under the bedrolls.
Okay, here we are, Aruk. So we left you almost 3/4 of an episode ago, I think, maybe in a whole episode. I can't really remember.
Yeah, I think something like that.
You had found
3/4.
the orc children, or who you thought were the orc children.
Yeah.
One of them was identified to you as 3B.
Yep.
Perhaps the leader. And you had talked about 3B's mum, Lulalaba. I don't know if I pronounced that right. You're gonna. I will let you critique me on that.
Let's
if
stick
you
with.
can even remember what you said last time,
Let's stick with Lulaba.
which I would challenge you on, because you mentioned 3 other names as well, which I didn't write down. But yeah. Anyway, so you'd run down here. You had snuck in with these guys who you've only really known for about a day.
Yeah.
And this long crusade that you've been on to find out what had happened to the stolen children appears to have come to fruition. You appear to have found these children.
Yeah.
Not only that, you appear to have found some information that the other children who had been stolen, some decades ago,
Yeah.
were also here. In your brief conversation with 3B, before you cast sleep on him and the other 3 orcs,
Yes.
orc children, he had sort of seemed to feel at home here. He seemed to intimate that he had been looked after by the daddies, as he called it.
Yeah. Like the zombie orcs that were kind of patrolling around.
Well, they weren't zombie orcs. No, they were just normal orcs. But yeah. The other orcs. He seemed to feel like that they'd taken care of him. Now, if you could roll me an insight, please.
Sure. 7.
Plus something.
3.
10.
So not a lot.
Ooh, very lucky though. 10.
Oh, okay.
You are speaking to 3B in Orcish, I assume.
Yes.
He is speaking Orcish back. However, his Orcish is not got the intonations of the mountain tribe. It's almost like he's speaking a mix of Pidgin Orcish and Draconic, which would be the sort of koboldy type language.
That's interesting.
So you suspect that
Is he actually just speaking the orc language with a slight kobold accent, or he's mixing kobold words with orc words?
he's mixing a bit of both.
Oh, okay.
Mm.
And
And you would think, bearing in mind his age and when he was stolen, so they were stolen from you. You've been travelling for about 2 years, I think,
Okay.
which is quite an important time in an orc's childhood.
like
Their
growth
sort
and
of-
shaping.
Yeah,
and things,
yeah. It does strike you as weird that the kobolds would have gone to the trouble to teach them Orcish, though.
Yeah.
But
Are you implying that they wouldn't have learnt Orcish prior to the 2 years?
They would have, from where orcs grow up a lot quicker. They have a shorter lifespan and they grow up a lot quicker than, let's say, a human lifespan. So a 4-year-old would really be similar to something like a 7 to 11-year-old in human terms.
So they would have.
So they would have had a
language
base
down.
of Orcish.
Yeah.
But it's interesting to you
Yeah.
that they have continued to learn Orcish.
So obviously they've made an effort to look after the children and develop them. So yeah, very interesting.
Okay. You are carrying 4 orc children.
Yes.
You are in company with Tully.
Yes.
And you are going back up the long set of stairs
Yep.
to the trapdoor
Yep.
whence you entered.
Yep. And the invisible or non-seeable tent is nearby as well.
That's gone now because it's Mira,
Yeah.
or the Mira's character, Fickle, was the one that cast that, and she needs to be nearby for that.
All right, fair enough. Okay. Good to know.
Yep.
In terms of my next actions.
Yep. So, you are at the bottom of the stairs, we will say. So let's pick up from here. You see the other lot of your crew crowded round the downstairs stairs.
Okay.
And yeah, I'll leave it to you. So, you're at the bottom of the stairs. How do you want to play it?
Okay, so I'm going to proceed carefully up the stairs towards the hatch.
Shall we move quietly then, Aruk? Do you want to be careful around here? Because I think we've been creating quite a lot of noise, and there might be well, they might have heard all the noise we've been making down here, basically.
Yes, keep the children quiet. Tully.
Well, you're holding them and they're asleep. You might want to think about that, though.
Isn't Tully with the other children? Doesn't he have the other children? with him?
The Dragonborn.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
So it was more I was referencing them.
Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah.
Okay, Dragonborn, come with me.
And yeah, I'm going to try to be stealthy, moving towards the ladder to go out of the hatch.
Well, the stairs up to the trapdoor.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Okay,
So
okay.
towards that.
Roll me a stealth, and I will
Oh, it's cocked.
roll it again. Then
19 plus 2, 21.
you are incredibly stealthy.
I'm practically juggling the children.
Practically, yes. You move like the night into the darkness towards the trapdoor. However, the 15 to 18 or so Dragonborn children that are following you and Tully aren't quite so quiet, and they are making a little bit of noise as you get up towards that trapdoor.
Okay.
Roll me a perception, please.
Okay. 12 plus 1, 13.
You can hear some noises coming from outside the area around the trapdoor.
Ooh, okay.
You don't know what they are, though.
Can I roll an insight to see if I can recognise the noises? Or probably not.
Well, yeah, you can if you want. If you want to stop and listen.
I think
again.
I would need to stop and
Yeah, okay,
to
yep.
judge what's happening. So 15 and 3, 18.
You can hear the sound of kobolds talking. You think there's probably only a couple, though.
Okay.
You can hear a yip 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 yip.
Can I tell where they are? Are they like? Can I tell if they're right above the hatch or maybe a bit further? Or
They sound pretty near the hatch. Yeah.
Oof, okay. That's
Oh, Aruk, what have you heard?
I hear kobolds at the entrance, Tully.
Oh no. How many?
Would I have heard how many? 2?
You
Yeah.
don't reckon there's many, no.
Okay.
But
But I'm not sure. Okay.
Only a few it seems. Perhaps 2 or 3.
Well, maybe if we're quick, we could surprise them and then punchy.
That might not be a bad idea, Tully.
I'm going to.
Tully.
You have a lightsaber, Tully.
Tully, keep the children quiet as you can while I try to have a look outside.
So I'm going to try and be stealthy and climb the ladder and open the hatch to kind of.
it's a set of stairs. It's not a ladder, but yeah. You can,
Okay,
yeah,
sorry.
you can-
Okay.
Yeah.
Up the stairs and try to open it to see if I can
Okay.
kind of gauge what our
Yeah.
options.
Roll me a stealth.
18 plus 2, 20.
Okay. You you start to push the trapdoor just a crack, and you can see 2 pairs of kobold feet standing there, faced almost as if they're facing each other, talking.
Oh, okay. Like literally right in front of me.
Literally right in front.
Oof,
Yeah.
okay. Can I?
Yep.
Can I see any fire? Like
Fire.
yeah, like a fire. Like because is it night or something?
It's night. Yeah.
So
yeah.
there might be campfires or something. Can I see any?
No, you can't.
Damn it. Okay. Fair enough.
So you've put the children down and you're looking out.
Yeah, so I'm going to close the hatch and go down towards Tully again.
Okay.
Because I assume I would need to...
What have you seen, Aruk?
There are 2 kobold. I think we're going to have to rush them, Tully.
If that's what you think, then yes, we need to protect the children.
Okay, get ready, Tully. I'll take the one on the left, you take the one on the right.
So I'm going to sneak up. Obviously, I've put the ogre children down with the others. I'm going to try to sneak up.
Yep, you're already pretty close. I mean, you rolled quite well before, so I'll let you have that.
Okay, sure. And I'm going to basically cast Ray of Frost.
Your favourite spell.
The only one.
That's the go-to spell. It's kind of like Methuselah's Thorn Whip.
Yeah.
And Bonfire.
And also I can use it as many times as I want, which I quite like.
Yep.
So I'm going to use Ray of Frost on the one on the left, and I'm going to try and signal to Tully that it's happening.
Yeah, we'll let you coordinate that if you so wish. Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, I'm going to.
Do you have to save, or do you have to roll to hit for that?
It says make a ranged spell attack against.
Okay.
The target.
Roll me a d20 then.
Yeah. Oof. 8.
8 total.
1 second. Yep, okay, so it's a +4, so 8 + 4, 12.
You burst open from the hatch. And as doing so, you push your staff forwards, and a ray of frost erupts from the end of it, and just singes over the shoulder of the kobold to the left. Okay. He yips and turns around, looking incredibly surprised. And in fact, I've just realised that you should have a surprise, so you can roll another d20. So you've got advantage.
Yay! 10.
Plus
14.
And the second ray that comes out of the second ray that comes out of the quarterstaff then hits him square in the chest. Roll me some damage.
Wonderful. So it says 1d8 cold damage. So 4.
4 plus.
Is it plus anything?
No. Oh yeah, it is just the 4, isn't it?
Yeah.
So 4 damage on that kobold.
Great.
And Tully bursts forward with a double fist strike, like both his fists together, and punches this kobold straight in the face. And he actually rolled a 20. Natural. Wow. He got a 55, which is just a max damage, and so he does. You just check Tully's stats. He does 7 damage. to that kobold. The kobold's obviously very surprised, yipping around, and their initial reaction is to attack. One of them attacks you with a 14. And you haven't cast any mage armor or anything on yourself, have you?
Nope.
So that is a hit. And you take 5 damage.
Okay.
And the other kobold attacks Tully. Actually get it in the tray. And that is a 17. That is also a hit. And he does that as well. Cool. And Tully takes 5 damage as well. Right. You hear some shouts of surprise and shock from the Dragonborn children who are standing further down and says, "Oh no! What's happening? Oh no!"
Yeah.
And you start you start to see a couple of them start running further back down the stairs, but then slowing because they don't really know what to do. Yeah. They've been following you. You're taking them out of here. They seem very confused.
Yeah.
So over to you again.
Okay, so I'm going to attack the slow frozen one.
Okay. Oh yeah, because he's slowed, isn't he?
Yeah. So his movement is
halved or reduced by 10 foot, isn't it?
Yeah, reduced by 10 feet.
Yep. Okay. Yep. Go do that.
So I'm going to.
Ooh, Tully is actually quite injured.
I'm going to cast my ice armor on myself.
A little bit belated. Yeah. Go for that.
And I just do it. So it's 13 plus my dexterity modifier.
Okay.
Which is, so now it's 15.
Okay, so your AC is 15.
Yeah. So that was...
Aruk, if you could do that, why the fuck didn't you do that before? Beg pardon, why the pair didn't you do that before?
My mind was elsewhere. Concentrate on the battle, Tully.
Okay. Tully goes for an attack on the other kobold and rolls an 18.
Nice.
He's on fire. But he only does 4 damage this time. There, he launches forward and does just a straight body kick to the gut. And you hear just a groan from the kobold as... I mean, it's almost like a liver kick. You see him really drop to one knee, straight back up, and he's holding his stomach like he is severely injured. And you would say that he is quite close to death.
Okay, wonderful.
They come back and go to attack you, first on you. Okay. He rolls a 12, which isn't going to be a hit, is it? Yeah. And the attack on Tully, is a 17.
Oh.
That is going to be a hit. Luckily, he only rolls, so that's 3 damage. Tully looks like he's quite injured at the moment. So the kobold comes forward with his little javelin stick that he's got and stabs Tully quite firmly in the left thigh. And you sort of see the pointed part of the stick come out. And when it comes out, it's covered in blood, the head of it.
Okay.
You think Tully might be bloodied.
Right, okay.
Back over to you, Aruk.
Okay.
You've got one kobold to the right who's attacking Tully, who you think is very severely injured, and the one in front of you who is quite injured, but not quite as much as the other.
Can I reach the one that's attacking Tully?
Yeah, they're right next to you.
So I can attack either one.
You can attack either one.
Okay, I'm going to attack the kobold that's attacking Tully.
Okay, go for it.
I got a 10 plus 2.
That's not going to be a hit, I'm afraid.
Ooh, maybe I shouldn't have done
Tully goes for that one as well, and he rolls an 18. God, he's on fire. And I don't need to roll the damage because this is going to be fatal. He runs up and he does a double judo chop to the neck of this kobold, which just collapses in a pile in front of him. The other kobold, who's been hit by your ray of frost, hasn't he?
Yes, he has.
He turns and starts to run away, which means you get an opportunity attack on him.
Wonderful.
So do you want to roll that?
Yes, I do.
And that'll be with your quarterstaff, I believe.
18 plus 2 attack bonus, 20.
That is a hit.
Yeah.
Roll it. D6, I think. Your damage with the quarterstaff. Just a D6 is like a normal dice.
3.
3 plus 2, I think yours is, and that's 5.
Yeah.
The kobold takes a significant amount of damage. You bat his leg as he's already moving slow. You bat his leg, and you hear like a bone crack as he starts to limp off away from you. Yeah.
Aruk, should I take him down?
Yes, quickly, Tully.
And he rolls a formal game of 3. He runs after him and doesn't manage to get him. He goes for a sort of drop kick and kind of misses and sort of sails a little bit to the offside of him. Lands in a heap next to him.
I'm very sorry.
So is Tully like ahead of him now?
Yeah, he's kind of on the floor. He's kind of on the floor next to him. Yeah.
Okay, fine. Okay, is it? I guess it's the kobold's turn.
It is. Actually, and then he's going to run away again. Which means that Tully gets an opportunity attack. And he rolls a 3 again! Oh no, so he's in a heap on the floor. He gets up and just tries to sort of rugby tackle the kobold. Doesn't manage it, lands again in a heap on the floor.
Okay.
Over to you, Aruk.
Okay, I would like to do a perception check, just to see if the noise has startled others or I see others coming towards us or anything like that. If it is...
Okay, roll that.
3.
You're not sure. You can see that. So out here, you can see a number of little lanterns that are lit around the circular area. Do you remember the circular area around the pyramid?
Yeah.
You can see a number of them, and you can see a lot of lights, sort of also from other lanterns and such, like coming from almost the inside of the temple.
Okay.
It's quite dark out here, though, so there could be people milling around in the darkness that aren't holding lanterns and things.
Okay. I have dark vision for 60 feet.
You have... Okay, yes, you do. Your immediate area is clear, but you can hear some yipping from around the area either side of where you are now.
Okay.
If that makes
Would
sense.
I be able to... I guess probably not, but would I be able to notice whether it's a change in the yipping? Like, because I've heard them normal yipping when they're conversing.
Roll your insight.
Ooh. 15 plus...
It's okay, that's
3.
enough. That's enough. Yes, there is a change in the yipping. You think back to when you burst out, though. You aren't sure that change in the yipping is any different to when you burst out and started fighting to before.
So I can't...
There was... You think that there was already elevated yipping coming from either side of you.
So it may not necessarily be related to what we're doing.
It might not necessarily. You do know that
I'm not sure.
You casting spells would have set off some little bumps of light, but you are in the very outskirts of the forest, so that might have hidden it.
Okay. I'm going to attack the kobold. Can I move close enough?
Yeah, you can run after him. Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to move and attack the kobold, and as I'm moving, I'm going to say,
Tully, try to take the children quickly now.
Stop a sec. I don't know what's happening, but when you speak...
Okay, so as I'm moving towards the kobold, I'm going to not shout, but tell Tully.
Tully, quickly move to the children and take them out.
Take them out?
Yes, not kill them. Remove them from where they are. That's not getting much better.
Right. I just wanted to be very certain on that because that's quite a command that you're given there, and obviously, I wouldn't want to disappoint yourself or Burnham more than I already have by trying 2 drop kicks, which have both failed. So, yes. Anyway, I'll be going.
And you lost see Tully going back off into the trapdoor.
And then I'm going to attack with my quarterstaff.
Okie doke.
Yep. 20.
20.
Woo.
Where was that earlier?
I don't know.
Right, roll me up a percentile. Here you go.
Oh, thank you.
Roll that one first, then that one.
Okay. So 3, disappointing. 43.
Just max damage. And with your quarterstaff, was it?
Yes, so it's 1d6 plus 2.
Okay, you run after this kobold as he's slowed and he's been having to dodge out the way of Tully's sort of kicks and drop kicks and whatever. Yeah. You run after him and you, with an almighty almost stab of this blunt quarterstaff with the head on the end, you crack it straight into his back and you just see his lower legs just stop working and he just falls face first into the floor and you walk over and then a second quarterstaff to the neck. Lovely. And he just stops moving. Wonderful. Dead on the floor.
Good.
Okay. Tully has gone back down towards the children.
Yep.
And you see him come out with a significant amount of Dragonborn and Orc children.
Good. Can I tell if it's all of them or
roll your perception?
Sure. So 12 plus 1, 13.
13. Yes, you think at this stage it is. The Orc children seem to be a little bit woozy, as if they're waking up from the sleep spell that you put on them.
Okay. I'm going to move over to join them. Actually, I'm going to do a perception check. I'm going to try that again just to see like what's going on, 'cause especially with the children funneling out.
Yep.
3, bloody hell.
You aren't sure.
I have no idea what's going on.
You have no idea what's going on.
Okay. So I'm going to go over. I'm going to wait for the children to come out and close the hatch.
Yep.
And then I'm going to pick up the Orc children, assuming they let me.
3 of them do. 1 of them doesn't.
Okay. What does he do? Or
no, I
do?
don't. You're taking me away from the daddies. I don't like it.
There's no time, young one.
And I just forcefully scoop him up.
Okay. Roll a d20.
16.
Okay. Yep. You grab him. Yep.
Okay. And I'm gonna start moving up, following. Is Tully going in a specific direction? Is he just standing there waiting?
He's standing still waiting for you.
Okay, great.
It appears like as the player character, you might be leading this.
Yeah,
scenario.
sure. But I was asking because I don't know Tully's tendencies, especially since Danny
Tully is a very do what he's told.
Okay, wonderful. That suits me quite well. Okay, so what?
It's almost like he's had it beaten into it. I mean, nurtured into him from birth.
So, in terms of where I am, I can look towards the temple.
Yes.
There's also going into the forest.
There is.
Because we are currently in a clearing, I understand.
You are on the very edge of a clearing.
Okay.
There is a clearing around the temple.
Ah, right, fine. Yeah, okay. So either I would be going towards the temple, further into this open clearing, or I'm moving into the forest.
Yes.
Okay. So I'm going to move into the forest.
To the forest!
Yes, to the forest.
Okay.
And I'm going to try to be stealthy and kind of contain the children with Tully.
All right. Yep. You start moving into the forest. How are you just moving as quickly as possible? Are you being stealthy?
I think we're going to move quite quickly because I'm going to make the assumption that, we saw a lot of the kobolds around in the clearing chanting. I'm going to assume that they're quite busy and I'm going to try to use speed instead of stealth.
You move quickly into the forest. You get about, let's say, 50 foot, maybe. Okay. Double movement, about 60 foot. And you can start to hear noises from behind you. Roll me a perception.
Sure. 20.
20. Wow. Very fortuitous of you.
Wonderful.
You look back and you can see some of the lanterns moving towards the trapdoor from whence you came, and you can hear some yipping moving there. With a 20, you can also see on the other side some of the lanterns moving and almost running towards the temple itself.
Ah, okay. So I can see that they've possibly found the bodies, or they're going to find the bodies soon, and people are running back to inform the others.
Yes.
Okay. Wonderful. What is okay. Actually, in character.
Tully, do you know of anywhere near...
Oh, yeah.
Okay, Tully.
No.
No,
Closer.
I think I'm...
Okay,
Yeah, I think maybe I'm
you're
just
just
too
too
close,
close,
yeah.
But there was a sound like a physical vibration on the table. Which
Yeah,
was
that's
weird.
because you can hear the headphones.
That's
What you're hearing.
right.
So it won't be that bad in reality, because when I put it through the filter, it'll cut all that out.
Right. In character.
Yep, sure.
Okay, Tully. Do you know the area? Is there anywhere we could leave the children?
Well, I've been in the area before. I mean, we sort of came through it quite quickly. We've camped on the other side. We had a little bit of a camp there. We stayed there for a night. There's obviously the little area where we hid all the bodies. I wouldn't really suggest staying there, though. I don't think the children would like it. Yeah, that's all I can offer you, really. We can either keep running, I guess, back to the main road, which would take us about half a day, well, longer with the children, or we could, I don't know. It's up to you, really.
Yeah. Okay, so there's no way he can think of. Okay,
Okay, Tully, let's keep moving quickly.
so I'm going to keep moving through the forest.
Okay. You move quickly. You can see in your periphery that there are some lanterns coming in your general direction from where you came, from the trapdoor area. You are obviously moving. You are beholden by the amount of children that you have following you.
Yeah, okay. So,
Okay, Tully. You're going to need to create a distraction and run off, and I'll move the children somewhere safe.
Okay. Well, hang on a minute. Burnham asked me to make sure the children are safe, to take them to a place of safety. And
Which you are doing, Tully, by leaving them with me.
intimidate.
I think...
Oh, if you want to roll and intimidate, yes. Yeah.
Because you said he's quite a... 10. That wasn't great.
Plus
1. 11.
You don't need to be so forceful. It's for the greater good of the children. I will create a distraction. Where shall I meet you?
Okay. So, in relation to the temple, where exactly are we? Like,
you're on one side.
Sure, but the forest that we're going through goes over to a main road or something. This is the
If
way
you were
we
to travel
would
for
come.
about half a day, you could find your way back to the main road, which would then take you another sort of day's travel onto the town of Dulasar, another half day's travel onto the mountains.
Okay.
At your speed,
Yeah,
with
sure.
no children.
Yeah, sure. Okay. Okay.
Tully, I will keep moving away from the temple in this direction, run to another side, create a distraction, and then follow this route.
When you say run to the other side, you mean the other side of the temple?
No, just a little further away so you distract them and send them on a different route.
Okay. All right. Yep, sure thing.
And
Are you going to be okay with all these children?
Yes, it will be no problem. Now quickly go.
Okay.
and Tully runs off back towards where the lights are.
Okay.
You are going to...
I'm going to keep running, but I'm going to be doing perception checks to see if I can see anywhere I could hide the children, where I think it would be safe, and then I could go back.
Roll me a perception. A botch.
Yeah.
You find a perfect place to hide the children.
Really?
Yep, perfect. Absolutely perfect
fantastic.
place. Yeah, I know. What's your luck, huh? What's your luck?
Okay.
Yep, you find a place that you think is absolutely perfect to hide the children.
Wonderful. What is it?
It is a upturned tree.
Okay. So they're gonna like hide under. Okay. So I'm gonna like.
So you think, the root system of this tree would be really good to hide them.
Okay. So
when the tree falls over and you got
the roots are hiding, so they could actually go underneath and they'd be kind of hidden quite well. Would they be hidden? Would they need more kind of like, I don't know, bushes and leaves to be thrown on to help hide them?
No,
better?
you think if they just stood on the other side of the tree, it would be fine.
Okay, like an invisible cape or something. Okay.
You think it'd be perfect.
Okay, so
Children, quickly hide beneath the roots and stay here.
well, first I say that.
Yep. Well, okay. What are you going to do?
I'm going to help the others.
Who am I talking to?
I assume you were talking to.
I was kind of talking to generally all of them.
Okay, well then you hear different voices coming back at you. Like, where are you? You're going to. What are you going to hurt the daddies though?
No, no one will be hurt, but you must be kept.
You promise?
Yes.
You promise?
Yes, I do. Now get under the roots. You're in danger.
What's your intention? Is that a lie or is that untruthful?
So I don't intend to hurt anyone, but I'm not saying that I won't hurt people if I need to. So is that
roll me a persuasion?
Okay. Oh, it didn't really roll. 15?
Okay. They
Oh no, -1.
Okay, I'll take your word for it, I think. Some of them look like they believe you.
Yeah.
A couple of them, especially a couple of the orcs, don't really look like they believe you. At this point, you hear a crack of a twig coming from further in the forest, relatively near to where you are.
So the direction we were going away from the temple, not from this. Okay. Can I do a perception?
You can also hear some shouting from what appears to be Tully and some other people further down into the
that's a different direction.
But so you've heard two noises. You've heard a crack very near to you.
Okay.
Or quite near to you. And you've also heard something else in the forest.
Okay. I'm going to whisper now to the children who are, I don't know, I guess some have gone under the roots and some are still...
They're standing the other side of this root thing.
Sure. Oh, all of them or just some of them?
All of them are there. Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, I thought some had...
There's quite a lot of them, but all of them are there.
Okay, cool. Okay.
Keep quiet, children. You must be quiet to be safe.
And then I'm going to do a perception check to see if I can understand what the sound is or recognize or whatever. 4. I have no idea what's going on.
You think it might be an animal in the forest.
Okay. Because it's near the children, I'm now going to have to go investigate that.
Okay.
So I'm going to try and stealthily move. Did I notice that it was coming towards me, the sounds, or I just heard a sound?
You just heard a crack of like a large twig snapping.
Right, okay. I'm going to stay where I am and be stealthy and listening to see if I hear further or it's coming closer or whatever.
Okay, roll it again then.
7.
7, you're not sure.
Okay.
You don't hear anything.
Okay. I'm going to keep waiting and listening.
Okay. You hear the sound of, in your peripheral vision you can see lanterns moving and you hear lots of shouting further away from where you suspect Tully might have been running.
Oh, like in the direction of... Okay, sure. Mm-hmm. Okay, but I don't hear anything nearby.
No.
Okay. I'm going to move around toward the direction of that sound, but try to be stealthy.
You reckon it's about 2 movements away from you.
Okay, I'm going to move very stealthy.
On the other side of the tree. So if you imagine the tree's fallen over, it's like where the long part of the tree is pointing.
Ah, right, fine, like almost the tip kind of thing, because I'm at the roots. Okay, I'm going to stealthily try and move and see what...
Roll your stealth then.
18.
Ooh.
Yeah!
Very stealthy.
Plus 2, 20.
Very nice. You stealthily move about 30 foot.
Okay.
In fact, you're double... with the stealth, yeah. You move about 30 foot, and you can see movement in the trees. You can see humanoid figures moving almost in a line towards where the temple is. But I say humanoid in that they are standing on their legs, and you can't really tell in this light. It's pitch black. Oh, you've got dark vision, haven't you?
Yes, I do have dark vision, to 60 feet.
Yes, you do. Right. You can see what you recognise to be a set of gnolls moving towards, in a line, the temple. They appear to have weapons drawn and appear to be in what you would assume to be their battle armour.
And they look like they're... Oh, okay, that's very interesting. I'm gonna wait and continue watching.
Okay, roll me another perception.
18.
Okay.
Plus 1, 19.
Plus 19, okay. You've been very stealthy. You see them move towards the path that you would have taken to get to that tree.
Okay.
And you see them stop, have a conversation, and then you see others fan out and continue towards the temple area.
Okay. So is it safe to assume that I think they look like they're going into battle and they're not like meeting up with the temple goers? An assumption.
Yes.
That's what it looks like.
Your passive insight would tell you that these guys are not here to have cake and tea.
Okay, wonderful. I'm going to continue watching until they've moved further away from me and I don't see any furthers coming.
Okay. So a group has stopped and appear to be talking to each other.
Okay.
At the outskirts of the forest near to where that tree is.
Okay. And they're not continuing or anything like that?
They're stopping. The other long line of them are continuing.
Yeah, sure. Okay, I'm going to continue watching them.
Okay. The group then move directly towards the tree. There's a group of about 3 gnolls are moving towards the tree.
Okay.
At a long line. So you're 60 foot. Your entire distance of dark vision, you can see people, gnolls, spaced out about 10 foot in between each of them. There are a lot of these guys moving in a long line.
Okay. I'm going to... Is there enough room to... Do I think the children behind the roots are covered if the gnolls are to walk?
You rolled the 1. You reckon they are in perfect cover.
Oh, great. I'm going
to... you genuinely, and I'm entrusting you to play this.
Yeah, sure. Fair enough.
You think they're in perfect cover.
Sure, fair enough. But I still see gnolls coming towards us.
You
do.
And
I see, like, a danger in that. Fucking hell.
Roll me a perception.
7.
You hear something happen off in the distance again, around about where you imagine Tully is running around. Okay. You don't know what it is, though.
Okay. Is anyone carrying lanterns or anything like that, or...?
No, none of the gnolls are, no.
But for example, you said that I could see lanterns coming towards me, following me.
So that was initially when the kobolds were.
Yeah. But am I too far away now? Do I not see any lanterns anymore?
With that roll of a 7, I was including that in it.
Okay.
No, you don't see. The lanterns appear to have disappeared.
Okay. Do I think I'm in a position where I won't be seen? Like where I currently am, with the gnolls coming towards me.
Not the children. With your
me.
Stealth, I had you stealthing forward and then hunkering down.
Yeah.
Pretty good stealth. Pretty good stealth check. You don't know.
I don't know. Okay. If I believe that the children are well hidden, then, and I'm not sure I'm well hidden, I'm going to move back and hide with the children.
Okay.
Because I believe they're well hidden.
Yeah, you do.
Also, I can see gnolls coming towards me.
Okay, yep. Roll that.
8.
You make your way there. You aren't sure if you've been stealthy or not, though.
Okay. And am I now in the roots with the children?
Yeah, you are. You are in the roots, surrounded by about 18 Dragonborn children and.
I was still little.
Sure. Mixed Dragonborn and other ones,
Yeah.
and the orcs. Roll me a perception.
Yep. 11.
11.
Oh, 11.
It's okay.
plus one, 12.
That is absolutely fine.
Oh, okay.
You notice that one of the orc children is missing, and a couple of the Dragonborn children are missing.
Bloody hell. Okay. I ask one of the orc children. I ask one of the children who looks most likely to give me good answers.
Right.
The most malleable one.
Yeah.
Children, where have the other children gone?
They went back to the daddies.
Son of a... Okay.
We tried to convince them.
Okay. Can I do a perception check to see if I...
You find it weird that a couple of the Dragonborn are gone, but you guess that...
Maybe because of we attacked...
Maybe.
Yeah. So...
Well, no, the Dragonborn didn't like any other people. They may have just been more scared about what might have happened to them. You think that the orc that's left, the orc child that's left, is because he sees the orcs as his parents.
And could I tell that it was 3B?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, sure.
But you think that the Dragonborn may have just been scared as to what would have been happened if they found that they were gone.
Yeah.
That kind of like Stockholm syndrome type.
Yeah, sure. Okay, I'm going to do a perception check to see if there is any immediate danger I can tell, because I'm still aware of the bloody gnolls.
Yep.
And I whisper to the children,
Keep quiet, children. There's danger everywhere.
18 plus 1, 19.
Okay.
I should really remember that. I've done it like 5 times now.
Yeah, you should. And that was to see if you think you're safe.
So, so am I safe? Do I hear noises coming closer? Like, just general awareness.
Okay.
Like, whatever you want to give me.
You don't think you're safe, and that's because an arrow thuds in the tree hunk next to you.
Okay, wonderful. What do I know about gnolls in terms of me being an orc? What would I know about them as a species or whatever, race?
They eat people.
Great.
They particularly like... Well, no, you wouldn't know that, actually.
Like what I would know.
You would know that they are a very tribal force.
Right. Okay.
You would know from being in this area that they've got a bit of an issue with kobolds. Okay. In this area, you would have heard, having travelled through this area, the kobolds and the gnolls were at each other's throats.
Right. Okay. Okay. I'm going to tell the children. Could I tell roughly how much of it? No. Okay. Fair enough.
They're
I'm
quite
cheating.
Okay. That arrow coming there has scared them, and they are starting to make noises.
The children.
Yeah.
Some bitches. Okay. Okay, I'm going to whisper to the children.
So an arrow.
I'm going to persuade.
Yep.
Yeah, sure. I'm going to do a persuade to the children.
Yep.
Or try to.
Yep.
And I'm going to say,
Children, you must stay quiet. I'm going to cast some magic to keep you safe, but you must stay quiet, otherwise you will possibly die.
Right, roll it. Then you like wait and make a child feel safe.
4.
A 4. Oh no! We're gonna die! We're all gonna die! We're gonna die! Oh my god, we're gonna die! So that is you've still got an action. I will let you have an action.
I'm not doing very well with the children.
You've got a movement and an action. I'll take that as a minor action that you've just done, that persuasion.
Okay. Right.
One action, one movement. You've done a minor action.
Sure. Okay, I'm going to... so I'm going to whisper to children again. Children. Oh.
Children. I'm going to cast a spell to keep you safe. You won't be able to see anything. Close your eyes and try to sleep.
I'm trying to be persuasive.
Yeah. Again. Okay.
No, I can't. Can I?
You can if you want to.
But that's an action.
It's going to burn your action because you've already tried to be persuasive once.
I'm just saying that.
Yep. Okay.
That's not a persuasion.
No, you're just saying it. Yep.
I'm just saying it. I'm going to cast Ice Cloud.
All right.
So it's a 20-foot radius.
Oh, right,
Sphere of like ice fog. And it's very heavily obscure. So basically, like, it's a really thick fog you can't see through.
Okay.
You wouldn't be able to be stepping through and seeing anything. It lasts 1 hour.
Right. Okay. Wow.
Yep.
Nice.
So I do that.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to make a.
Do you have to roll for that, or is it just a thing?
It just says do it.
Right. Okay. Yep. Go with that. Ice cloud.
Yep.
And then what are you doing? So that's your action.
And then I'm going to move as far as I can in the direction of the temple.
Yep.
And I've already
shouting or doing anything like that, or
I'm going I'm going to move away from the So I'm going to move I'm going to move towards the temple as far away as I can from the little roots and whatever.
Yep.
I'm still going to be in the fog cloud or whatever, or
yep.
I'll be.
You'll be just outside it once you finish the movement, unless you want to stay inside it.
No, I'm going to go as far as I can.
So you're 10 foot outside it.
Can I see, or is that another action?
You can see, yeah.
What can I see? Can I see it? Like any lights or anything, or anyone? Because I have dark vision 60 feet.
Yeah, you're roll me a perception. I'm going to have to do this just to see what you can see. Yeah, do it.
Okay. Or I can make my decision.
No, roll it.
Okay. 12.
12. You can see that you are running towards where the line of advancing gnolls was.
Okay. Okay.
They appear to be trying to move towards the temple as well.
But they haven't noticed me or anything.
Those ones that you're running towards, not at the moment, but you are running, you're not being stealthy.
Yeah,
you
sure.
think, yeah.
Okay, I'm going to stop because I don't have anything else to do. I'm going to stop on the edge of that cloud and wait for my next turn.
Okay. Okay.
And hope that those little bastards stay quiet.
You hear the sound of some gnolls running running, like fast, like just crashing through the bushes.
Yeah,
they appear to be avoiding the ice cloud.
Okay,
you can hear them running around the outside towards the direction that you were running yourself.
So maybe they might have seen me running that direction or something.
Or they might have heard you running.
Okay,
maybe.
Sure. Okay, how far away am I from the hatch?
From the hatch?
Quite far away.
Quite far away.
Would I be able to, like, that advancing set of gnolls, do I think they're past the hatch, or they've still got, the hatch is way, way away?
No, you think that they are about 60 foot away from the hatch, and you are about 30 foot away from them.
So I could go to the hatch without coming into contact with them?
You'd have to run, but you'd reckon you'd probably have to run past them at the moment.
Okay, so they're between me and the hatch.
Yeah.
Right, sure. Okay,
there is a gap in the middle where the three have stopped. So you've got a 20 foot to one side and another 20 foot to the other side where there aren't any gnolls. Okay. So like a channel.
Okay, yeah.
So if you imagine a line moving forward, three of them have just stopped to investigate this tree.
Yeah.
Have seen the ice explosion, seen something, heard movement running, and they've run after it.
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna try and stealthily run.
Mm-hmm. Stealthily run?
Yes. I'm going to try to move quickly. I'm going to try to move quickly because I know people are chasing me, but without trying to alert the ones in front, which is almost impossible. But I'm going to try and do a stealthy run.
Stealthy run. Yeah, all right. Roll that up. See how that works for you.
Like in between those.
Yeah.
Like
you're helped for the fact you have dark vision in the forest.
Although I assume they would have as well. 18.
Not bad.
Plus 2, 20.
20. Okay, 3 arrows come after you. One is an 18, one a 12, one a 10. You had mage armor, didn't you? So
yeah, so only one hits.
One hits. And you take 4 damage as an arrow wings out and hits you in the shoulder, sticking through your hooded cloak.
Okay.
You, at the same time this happens, you hear a shouting and a yipping and then a gurgling yip. Yip!
Okay.
And you see, as you're running forward, the line of gnolls also burst forward. They appear to have completely not paid any attention to you.
Yeah.
And they are bursting
They're properly
forward.
attacking now, yeah.
You see arrows being loosed as they're running forward.
Yeah.
And you are so you ran, didn't you? Your movement. You reckon you're a double movement away from the trapdoor.
Okay.
And in your vision, you see Tully running across your vision and diving at the trapdoor.
Yeah.
Opening it and just throwing himself down the trapdoor.
Okay.
With arrows landing around him.
Arrows, gnoll-looking arrows, or I wouldn't be able to tell.
Gnoll-looking arrows, and as this has happened, you could see a couple of the lanterns coming towards, being held by kobolds, and kobolds being downed by arrows as the gnolls advance.
Sure. Okay.
So you've got 3 people firing arrows at you.
Yeah, from the back.
You are a double movement away from the trapdoor.
Sure. Okay. I want to double movement to the trapdoor.
Yep. Okay, you double movement. A 20, a 15, and a 12. So that's one's definitely hit the 20. Does the 15 hit you? What's your armor class?
Well, my armor class is 15.
That's a tie then, that doesn't hit you.
Okay.
Okay, the 20.
So I do get hit once.
How much health do you have left?
Not great. Like,
Not great, what's not great?
14?
14, okay. Let me take a pause because I'm unfortunately going to need to get a table.
No.
So how much health do you have?
I have 14 health.
Okay. He rolled a 20, and he rolled a 97 on the 20.
Goodbye, Aruk.
Which, if no, not quite yet.
Yeah.
If listeners would like to go to our Facebook page, the crit table can be found there. I believe this is critical hit, which fortunately, because it's only an arrow, is only a d4 plus 1 for these guys. So that's 5 damage. So you take 5 damage.
Okay.
However, so basically you are running like hell for leather towards this trapdoor. You've just seen Tully dive, sort of slide to the trapdoor, like baseball slide, knock open the trapdoor and sort of dive in as arrows are landing around him. You run and you see an arrow go over your left shoulder. You're running another movement, another arrow goes over your right shoulder. And as you make it to the trapdoor, you lift up the trapdoor and an arrow wings and hits you straight in the back, in between your shoulder blades. A straight arrow strike, and you feel it pierce your skin. It stuns you. It knocks you forward. It knocks you down the stairs. It prones you, and you slide down the stairs, incredibly injured. And as you're sliding down the stairs, kind of on your face, you realise you're going to be taking wound damage for... Let me just do some rolling. For 2 turns, you're level 3. The way we work it, that's 1 hit dice, half of 1 hit dice per level. Oh, you are lucky on that. So you are going to be taking 3 damage for 2 turns per turn, unless somebody aids you.
Oh God.
So what's your health down to with the arrow? So that's down
9.
to 9.
Yeah. So that was the last arrow hit. That was 5 damage.
Yep.
And I'm going to take on another 6.
If you aren't aided in the next 2 turns, wound damage. So, I mean, close run stuff here.
A little bit too close.
You've hidden a significant amount of children
in a fog cloud
really badly.
Although I think it's fantastic.
You think it's fantastic. In a fog cloud at the end of the tree.
Yep.
You've walked into an advancing Gnoll army.
Yep. As you do.
Yep, as you do. You sent Tully off, who has clearly had a really bad time of it, and has clearly been pinchered in between a set of gnolls and kobolds. He appears to have just about made it himself into the trapdoor, and as you've got there, you have been near mortally wounded.
Yeah.
And Aruk, we will leave this episode there.
Oh, exciting stuff!
Thanks for listening.
Thanks.
Mate, you're fucked.
The Formal Gamer, podcast for those with exquisite taste.